Hey everybody, it's Call Me Adam, and we are here live with two-time Tony Award winner Michael Cerveris to talk about his music, Broadway, his other theatrical endeavors, and everything in between. So sit back, relax, and come on this amazing journey, because together we'll ride.
Hey everybody, it's Adam, live and in person for you. Hey everybody, it's Adam, wonder who he'll interview. CallMeAdam.com.
So you are going to be this March performing at the Sheen Center in a new concert series. It's an indie artist series, and it's to help sort of show different sides of theater actors who are also musicians. So what made you want to perform in this new series?
Well, I've sort of had these two parallel lives my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was when I was pretty young, I started doing theater because my father was a university professor, and so I would be the little kid in the university shows when they needed a little kid. Early on, also, I was playing in bands in junior high school, and that were known more for being loud than good necessarily, but they were junior high bands, and I always have pursued sort of both simultaneously. I feel like it's easier for musicians to kind of get credibility on stage, or to be allowed anyway, to have visibility on stage. It's harder to go the other direction. There's a resistance, I guess, and which is ironic because a lot of the I've played with a lot of kind of like serious indie rock, punk rock icons, and people would be surprised how many of those people are aware of musical theater, attend musical theater, enjoy musical theater, and not just like the things that you would think.
Right.
So this series is a really exciting opportunity to to have people who are more familiar with me, maybe from my theater work, have more exposure to the other side of things, and people who maybe aren't going to come down to the little dive bars where I play most of the time.
Right. I think it's a great opportunity for you to showcase your music to everybody, because it is, and I agree with you. I don't know what it is about musical theater actors who do, also sing. They do, I feel like, also have a harder time getting that credibility when most of the time it's the same. It's still singing.
It's versions. It's telling stories through song,
right,
and communicating things through song.
Your latest album is Piety,
Right.
So this is your latest album,
right,
which I enjoy very much.
Thanks.
Because it's a hybrid of genres. It's folk, country music, even maybe a little musical theater. And there's two songs that definitely stood out. I mean, they're all enjoyable, but the two that really spoke to me. One is Better, and I'm going to play with the title a little bit.
Okay.
So what is something that you want to be better at?
I could be better, like probably all of us, at just being patient with with myself, with other people, with the universe. I am not always good at just kind of relaxing, trusting that things are going to come around at the right time. I spend a lot of time trying to manipulate forces that I can't manipulate anyway, so I should just relax and trust that it'll all happen the way it's supposed to.
That's a good thing. I mean, we all do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I sit at home being like, oh, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? And I mean, you just have no idea.
It's going to happen when it happens.
The other song that I really enjoy is 10th Grade, which to me it seemed like it was about a crush, and it just made you feel so alive and so happy. So what is something today that makes you feel like 10th grade?
It's funny, that's probably the oldest song on the record. I actually wrote it like years and years and years ago. I read somewhere once that like whenever you like really fall in love deeply for the first time, a certain part of you emotionally like stops right there. And there's obviously a negative side to it, but I think there's a positive side too. It's that that ability to be just stupidly excited about something, and unashamed to be foolish and enthusiastic and optimistic. And that's something I think as you get older that gets kind of beaten out of you, or or you're kind of made to feel it's not cool, so you don't want to show that anymore.
Yeah.
And for me, I get that way about, like the first day of rehearsal kind of thing, or I can totally like fangirl out about a show or a band or something that I still am fans sometimes of my friends and of people that I actually know, but I still also will go see them and just sit there like so excited by the fact that I know that person.
Well, you definitely connect in with a lot of people, with a lot of the shows you do. I mean, especially Fun Home. I mean, just so many. There were so many different things about that show that people relate to.
I've been so privileged to do any one of a number of the shows that I've been in, and hopefully, there'll be some still in the future.
I'm sure there will be. For you, I'm sure there will be.
We'll see. But I don't know whether there'll be something quite like Fun Home was in terms of, on every level, artistic, social, emotional, personal, societal, like just the event that happened in that circle was extraordinary, and the ripples of it, I have to believe, are going to, be expanding for a generation or two.
Definitely.
I firmly believe that there were people in our audience who will be making incredible art or social change or things, and someday they'll be asked, where did that start, or where did you first realize that there were other people who felt like you? And I hope that we'll hear Fun Home sometimes.
Oh, I definitely think so. Especially, now that it's out on tour. It's just so many more people
fantastic.
Now are getting to see it.
Just ask anybody who's had Adam lives for the business of show. Call me Adam.com.